I remember going to Schlitterbahn.
Okay, expound. I heard something about a bunch of monks, and I want to know.
Okay, yeah. So basically, right, me and Ryan's 7th grade science teacher, his name's Mr. Grimes, and so he had this thing where he had a science club. It started like a few years before we were even at, but apparently every summer they go on a science trip, and that summer we went on a science trip to like Texas or something. And we went to like
Was it in Texas?
Lodge. I think it was Texas.
It was. If it was Great Wolf, it was Texas.
But we went to like this hotel that was Great Wolf Lodge, which was pretty cool because they had like an indoor water park at the hotel.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah, but we went to Schlitterbahn, which is this like German Navy.
Yeah. It's got the tallest water slide in the U.S.
Also heard that
nice.
like they had some interesting stuff that I think one Schlitterbahn location got shut down because they were trying to like break a record for like highest and fastest water slide, but it ended up decapitating someone.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah.
Okay, wow, I want to try this.
They took it down. They had to close the entire location, but
Right.
and so on the science trip, like maybe like the 2nd or 3rd day, we went to Schlitterbahn, and I just remember like walking around the park, and all of a sudden in the corner of my view, I just see like orange, and I'm like, what is that? And I turn, and it's these monks dressed like monks at a water park.
Like orange?
Yeah, like
Buddhist
robes,
monks.
like
Buddhist
robes.
monks.
Yeah,
wearing
like
all
Buddhist
orange.
monks.
That's crazy.
Like no.
Were they like on the
swing
like the water features and like playing?
no, but they had their towels.
That's amazing.
So they planned on it.
They
So
were.
they planned on
Or
it.
they
yeah.
were, yeah.
The Waterpark Buddhists.
So it's a flock
Sounds
of
like a
monks.
band.
That sounds like a great episode, like
It's a
name
fun-
for the episode.
The Waterpark Buddhists.
The story's already over. I'm sorry.
Well,
Then continue it. What are you doing?
Yeah, so I went up to one of the monks and asked them, "Do you believe in our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?"
Have you heard of Jesus?
And they said yes.
And then what did you say?
Nothing, because the story is
Nothing.
fabricated.
Nothing at all.
Not from the start, though. I was telling the truth about seeing monks at the water park. I remember when I got home, I told my mom and sister because I was like, "There were monks at the water park."
The decapitation part is also true.
But the funniest part, right? So later on in the trip, we went to like a museum that was like about like freaking like extinct animals or something. It was pretty cool. And guess who we saw at the museum?
Steve Martin.
No, the
monks.
same monks.
Oh my god, I was right.
I'm not
enough,
even
close
kidding. It was just the same flock of monks because I recognized
can't
their
write
bald
this.
leader.
Were
Wait,
they not all bald?
I mean,
Yeah.
all of them
Crap
were,
up,
but
man.
their leader was especially
He
bald.
was bald. He looked like he was supposed to be bald.
Yeah,
okay, so
he was so bald that when he was born, he just slipped out.
do one do that?
greased
Who
up.
wants to do the intro?
Huh?
What's to do the intro? Because I feel like we have to do an intro.
I mean, what even were we gonna do for an intro?
Do we need an intro?
Yes.
Why?
We need some type of
outro. This has something to do with
Smile, it's almost
smile.
over.
It's almost over, or something
Which
like
is-
that.
Oh yeah.
Where we all
Best
say it at the
name.
same time, really teasily into the microphone.
In the last
Smile.
like 10 minutes of the show, we just say "Smile, it's almost over" because it's about to end.
Right, yeah, like 5 minutes before it's
Or that
actually
can be
over.
whoever's the head honcho of the episode, if we're doing that sort of thing. But like,
Whoever's leading
I don't
leading
know.
discussion.
Leading the
Like,
charge.
but that guy's just like,
who
you
has
know,
the talking
we've
stick?
We
had a
should
lot of
probably
fun
get started.
here.
It's 5:20.
Yep.
Andrew has to leave it or stop it
No,
at
it-
6.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just pay the extra $3 for parking.
All right. So we need
I don't
an
want to.
intro. How are we
You
gonna
don't have
intro
to.
this?
You got here later than I did.
Oh, cool.
So what do we want to talk about? Like, what's our topic of the day? Or should we introduce ourselves first, since you guys
I
are
think
probably a good
newcomers?
idea.
I
This is
think
the
we should
first
start with
episode.
one topic and then just let it branch out. We can just start.
Oh
talking.
yeah.
Yeah,
we can
that's-
see if it
that's
leads
what you're
into
supposed to
Until
do.
it like gets really crazy, or we just stop talking.
I want to see how far off we can get from our
I-
original.
That
That's
is
going to be my
supposed
goal
to
for
be a
this
pod-
podcast. It's going to see how far I can get off the
Okay,
original
but
topic.
you gotta go like naturally.
Well,
like,
yeah, you know what I mean?
organically.
Yeah. I'm not going to be like forcing it. You're not going to be talking about
didn't do
music
that.
and it's like, speaking of
My
strings.
grandpa died a couple days ago. Yeah, that's real cool and all. Anyway, what do you guys think about gerbils and the capacity they have on pressure and how easily you can kill them by squeezing?
I have 2 pictures that he drove me of somebody choking a gerbil. One of them is on the inside windshield of my car, so every time I look up, there's just a sticky note with a hand grabbing a gerbil, and the other one is on my wall at my house in my
Daily
room,
motivations.
like above when I have all this stuff set up at home, and there's like a shelf with like a couple Hot Wheels and my favorite Lego figures and a drawing he made for me, and then another drawing of just 2 hands around a gerbil.
Ryan, I'm
and
gonna
his
need
eyes
you-
are popping out.
I'm gonna need you to remake that, but with the caption "hang in there."
I'll do that. I'll do that after I finish
That was
Omni-Man killing Yoda.
so bad. That was
Oh, man.
I'll do
maybe hold
Keep
on.
calm and squeeze turbo.
I'll do that one after I finish Omni-Man killing Yoda on my math.
Oh my gosh, what? Okay.
I started drawing Omni-Man in class, and Rin looked over and was like, "Is that Omni-Man?" I only had the face because I forgot what his costume looked like.
Yeah.
Omni-Man?
You know who
Alright.
Omni-Man is?
So what is today's topic?
well, we need to do
Omni-Man.
Introductions.
Today's
first.
topic is Kiwis. We need to introduce ourselves.
Here.
As the episode started.
This is, we've been recording for 11 and a half minutes.
Oh.
You're
Yeah,
kinda
well,
head
we'll
honcho.
just edit.
So this guy who sounds better than all the rest of these guys.
Oh,
hello.
wow, okay.
This is Andrew, the guy with all the recording equipment.
He sounds beautiful.
I do sound beautiful. I look beautiful. I'm a beautiful person in general.
She's got
Yeah.
a beautiful ponytail.
She? What'd you call me? Okay.
Excuse me,
Yes, I do
ma'am.
happen to have a little bit of a man bun sometimes when I feel like it.
It's okay. Ryan
Yeah,
looks
I'm
like a
Andrew.
soccer
So
mom.
if you hear this voice, you can put that name to that voice. And pink microphone, whichever one
Which
you want.
one?
That's why I got
There's
you
two
pick
of
different
them.
colors.
No,
Alright,
we
you go,
no.
Ryan.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
I'm
loud,
Ryan.
loud pink microphone. Go first.
I'm Ryan.
Ow.
Just Ryan. That's it.
Yeah.
Nothing
Am I
else?
supposed to say anything else?
I mean,
Is there any more to this intro, or like, do we have to tell our, I don't know, what school we go to, what we
No.
like to
No,
eat?
it's fine.
are
Let's not do last names just in case. But
you already
did.
gave yours.
oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Well, I'll bleep it out, or I'll
Really?
just cut it out entirely.
Okay.
So this is this is Jacob,
Stop.
no. along with my friend Daniel and Andrew. I don't know.
I
don't
like
know
how
where
you
we're going
started
with this.
my last name with an R.
Thank you.
What is your name? You said everyone else's name.
Well, he already said
His name
Ryan.
is Jerry, or
My name is. Oh yeah, this is Jerry, and Jacob.
Jerry, and Jacob. I've also heard
Jerry
him
and
referred
the
to as
Jerry
Brian.
and the Jacobs.
Do you remember the
Wait, no,
Brian
it'd be
incident?
I don't, no,
Oh, at Monday night.
it backwards,
I don't like you being Brian.
Brian, the
I-
Brian incident.
I have an automatic
Cringe.
dislike for people named Brian.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So
I know
that's-
one.
it's-
I know one really good Brian.
I'm gonna
It's
need to
purely
hear about
because
that
of my
later.
name. It's purely because of my
Oh,
name.
yeah, that
Because
makes sense.
if someone says Ryan or Brian, you never know who they're talking to.
Every
Right.
time I tell my mom about Orion, she's like, Ryan? I'm like, no, Orion.
At least Orion, you can
Ryan,
emphasize.
the Irish version of Ryan.
You can emphasize the
Orion.
O in that one. Hey Ryan, what are you doing last?
Alright.
So that was Ryan.
Ew.
Intro.
But like, okay, so Orion, you can separate the O.
Do we
and
want to
Ryan,
move on to the
right?
tallest person here, Mr.
I'm
6
talking-
and a half
I already
sandwiches?
introduced myself. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, sure, bud, sure.
I am Jacob, the 7'8" man,
The resident 6 sandwich tall man.
6 sandwich tall.
Yeah, like a foot
That's
It's a
amazing.
footlong
No,
sandwich.
that's really good.
That was
Right?
my. I steal
Resident
all
six
credit. That
sandwich
was
tall
my
and
joke.
That's never disappearing.
That's
I'm
like
over
bumper
6
sticker
sandwiches
worthy.
tall. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm not 7'8". Just
No,
so
you're
you
not.
know.
I'm 5 and 5/6 sandwiches tall.
You are taller than 6 feet though.
Yeah, I'm 6'1".
Ah, 6'1". Okay, so like one like 6 sandwiches and like a cracker.
I was
It's
thinking
like
like
one
that.
extra slice
Six-
of
like
a
pepperoni
Ritz
on top.
cracker.
6 sandwiches and then like a piece of chicken that fell off.
Yeah, there we go. All right, my name is Daniel. I've been told by.
He said his last name.
Oh shoot. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I've been told that I have not just the voice for radio, but also the face. So
You were waiting on that.
You got the
I'd like
face
to-
for a podcast.
I
but
was. You are correct.
I'd like to dispute that claim. You do not have the voice for radio.
Oh, there it is. Okay, I was gonna say what you implying, brother.
Not, you have the face for podcasting, but not for acting.
In case you couldn't tell by his voice, Daniel is Korean. The rest of us are white.
Why do you have to disclose?
That's
that?
important.
He
That's
doesn't have an
important.
accent.
Because people are going to be listening to this and not watching this. It's not a show, so there's a lot of things
I
you
don't
got to tell
need them
that
to
are
know
obvious
I'm
us that are not.
Korean. I don't need them to know that.
Can't they tell from his very Korean first
no,
name? First
Daniel. Yeah, no, absurdly Korean.
Absurd.
Don't keep this in. I will
Just
be
don't tell
upset
him
if
about
this
your
is
white
kept
last
in.
name.
I'd like it to be like revealed later on. They're just like, oh, who is this white man? Psych.
Yes, please.
Oh, you must be
Okay.
Ryan.
Yes, because Ryan is incredibly Korean.
I'm gonna read over all the
Oh,
topics.
no, they don't know that.
All the
So-
topics.
No,
Okay.
don't do it. Don't do
So
it.
we have an option.
Do it.
So we have a few options. We
Do it.
got first one, weird sex positions.
You can say it louder.
Weird sex positions. Conspiracy theories that you believe in.
I like
Oh,
that
I
that was a
kind
good
of
one.
like that one.
Unpopular opinions.
I like that one.
High school life.
And
Three of
NA.
us are seniors now. So stories looking back on it were quite funny. And then I think the rest of these we already talked about, so I'm not going to mention them.
I kind of like the topic of like conspiracy theories you believe in.
Yeah, so that's I don't
So
think
you
I
come up
believe
with
in
like a
any.
list of the most
I don't know if there's.
common conspiracy theories and see how many of them we actually believe.
I'm okay with that.
Or-
I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
I
that'd be
believe a
good.
lot of them, but I think just conspiracy theories as a topic is funny.
There's been
Yeah.
like a couple conspiracy theories that I've had to like scratch my head and like do a double take, just like I don't want to sound crazy, but they kind of making a little bit of
adds up.
sense.
I've never witnessed that.
Like had the theory that
I'm not a
JFK shot Joe
sheep.
Biden, and now he's got a body double.
No, it's the other way around. JFK shot Lincoln, who shot Biden.
Lincoln shot Biden. Oh,
No, because I saw a conspiracy theory that like Stevie Wonder's like not actually blind, but then like all of it kind of got debunked by like one guy saying, yeah, no, he's not fully blind. He's like he can see just a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but
Legally
he's,
blind.
yeah, he's legally blind. But like one of the reasons for him being blind was like there was a video where like I think him and a lot of other famous musicians were like doing a show for Obama, and like I think Paul McCartney accidentally knocked into a mic stand, and so it started falling, and Stevie Wonder leans to the side, grabs it, rewrites it,
Okay.
and just goes on to his own thing. And so I saw that video, I was like, wait a minute, there's actually a little bit
I've
of
got a
substance.
better conspiracy theory. I think Stevie Wonder's just Spider-Man.
Blind Spider-Man.
Yes.
Blind Spider-Man who can sing and make it somewhat talented music and somewhat annoying.
I'd
music.
kind of like to think it's Spider-Man, but like the only thing that makes him Spider-Man is just like the ability to shoot webs. Nothing else. He's not super strong. He doesn't have incredible athleticism.
He can't swing on his webs anymore.
He has no spider sense. He just has the ability to shoot webs, and maybe not even like when he
that
wants.
could be
It's just random.
That could be
What?
another
Wait.
topic.
What causes him to shoot webs?
Let's not get into that.
Unique powers? That could be a cool topic.
Unique powers.
There's
You had it, like, if you
there's
had
a
to have
bunch of Instagram reels
like
over
if-
that.
Oh, I'm
List-
sure, but like
30 of history's greatest conspiracy theories. We'll come back to this.
Ooh.
come back to the conspiracy theories or the.
Come back to these conspiracy theories.
Okay, so well, like if we had an episode where it'd be like, you get to pick a power, someone else has to. I'm just brainstorming off the top of my head, but one person picks a power, has to be like not common, and the other people have to try to give it a defect.
A defect.
No, that's not the right word.
A defect in like a
Disadvantage?
practical
Weakness?
use.
No.
Weakness.
I feel
Weakness. That's a better
defect
word.
works, but
I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about trying to come up with like a practical use for it too?
That could be
Defect?
cool.
That could
No,
be
a practical-
defect.
practical use for the defect. No,
Well,
practical
like-
use for the superpower.
For the power.
no, because like I've seen ones that it's like, hey, I have the ability to fly, and then someone's like, well, now whenever you fly, you cannot control your bladder, so like it'll just randomly.
It's like he just never
It's
drinks.
raining.
never
Is that
drinks water
Superman?
Chocolate rain.
Oh my goodness.
And like, I mean, because you said like making a practical use out of it, and when you thought of the disadvantage, I immediately thought of that because like there's been days where it's just like it's not working. So like, what if I just like fly like an inch off the toilet and suddenly it's working?
I like that. That's a fun topic.
What about like if there's an area that needs rain, you just kind of fly over it?
That's not how that works.
Yes,
There's
it
a lot
is.
more
We're-
than
we're
just
record
water
that.
in that.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's like
Would-
waste, right? Like
Really?
your body's getting rid of stuff it doesn't need.
No, it's not. It's just pure water. That's why it's clear.
Ryan likes
You're
drinking
too
it
much
straight
water
from
for
the
pizza, always
source.
clear, man. Or it's always completely clear.
All right, I just added that one to the list.
I like that one.
Nice.
So conspiracy theories or superpowers
Superpowers.
with weaknesses and practical application.
What about like impractical fears? You know,
Impractical fears?
like unrealistic. Fears?
unrealistic fears. Okay, that could be
Because
fun.
I've got a few of those.
There's
So I
a-
guess the
yeah.
topic of this episode is just coming up with topics for the next episodes.
Well, we could do like our
We'll
episodes
edit
don't have
around.
to be like hours long.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I'm
we'll
just
edit
saying.
them. We don't have enough time to make hour-long episodes. I feel
Yeah.
like.
Well, we could if we got here like at 4:30.
Common phobias and irrational fears. Helpguide.org. Oh, this is going to be good.
help guy or help guy.
Help Guide. No, I
Okay.
like helpguide.org.
Yeah, it's a help a guide.
It's an organization
No,
called a Help Guide.
Yeah, no, I was imagining it was just like one bored dude who's like, yeah, I can help.
Yeah. It's like Dr. Love in the
This man
local
has mastered
newspaper or
every
whatever.
topic in the universe. If you ask him any question, he'll be able to answer it.
Fear of flying, an ad for
Flying?
online therapy.
Wait, what do you mean like being in an airplane?
I think phobias in general are not necessary, but like what's the word I'm looking for? Unfounded fears.
Phobias
You're
are
just
just
gonna
a fear of anything, but like taken to the extreme.
Right. So like a fear of dogs, you'd be like, you don't ever go outside because you're afraid you might see a dog. Like that. That's what phobias are that extreme.
Okay.
There's a difference between like a fear or like
So just like
dislike of something and a phobia.
just
I don't think any of us have any like phobias of
No.
anything really.
No.
But just like
when I
some
was younger, I
things.
did.
Oh, when you were younger.
Yeah. Like I know, like I was afraid of heights, but I was like to the point it was like crippling.
So
One time-
that's why you got so tall.
yeah, I had to beat it.
You had to adapt.
But we were on a skyscraper. We were taking pictures. Must have been like 5 or 6. I couldn't walk. Like I could not move, and I was crying.
Oh.
Wow. How are you with heights now?
Roller coasters are the best rides to ever exist. I love roller
Yep.
coasters.
Yep. Okay, he's over it.
Yeah.
That brings
There was
memories.
this place that my family went in Colorado a couple years ago called Bishop Castle. It was this guy who decided that he was going to build his own castle and then just let tourists in for free. And because it was free, state of Colorado could not regulate it or have any safety, whatever.
Uh-oh.
So it's crazy unsafe. There's like staircases 30 feet in the air that are just made out of rebar so you can see down like between the stairs with no railings you can walk on. And like it's a legit castle. Like he built this castle. It's like made out of stone. Like he's been adding to it for 30 years. Like he's always just building another thing on it. We went there and they're like doing construction on it because they've been doing construction for 30 years. They have a souvenir shop and stuff. But like it was so weird and really cool.
When you say castle, I imagine like castle, not rebar sticking out of a wall.
It's like a homemade castle.
So it's
Homemade modern day castle.
It's like a shed that grew
Like people
beyond its
sometimes,
normal
like it has a big
capacity.
enough like dance floor room. People rent it out for weddings and receptions and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but like I'm not, because like I could see a really big shed, but it's not
No,
like
his
a
man
house.
cave.
No, I gotta find a picture of Bishop Castle. It's really weird.
I don't know,
really
'cause,
cool.
A really big shelled or shelled. A really big
Bishop
shed
Castle.
or a house.
It's not a house.
It's
he's not
a
living in
big-
it. Nobody lives in it. He just decided to build it. He lives
Okay.
like in a trailer.
So,
That's his castle.
That makes sense.
It has 4.7 star reviews on Google.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say square feet. I was gonna say how
Square
big is
feet.
that?
5.7,000. That's pretty big
It's a
for a house.
big-
57? Yeah, for a house, but not a
5,700
castle.
square feet.
5,700.
That's pretty big.
That's
That's pretty.
That's
Quite
pretty
large.
big. I mean, you've been to my house. You've been to my house. My house is 2,500 square feet.
Oh,
So this is more than twice as big as mine is square feet.
okay.
So the lot
A lot. It's
is
gigantic.
the lot is bigger.
I wouldn't go as far as castle though. You know, I think castle like
Ca-
big as like I imagine like
Castle
something
is
like
as big as this
little-
library.
Yeah, or bigger maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
mm-hmm.
Come on.
Oh, we've just revealed where we record.
Huh.
Oh no,
We're recording in a library, by the way, because it's the most convenient place for all of us.
Yes.
For now.
for now.
For now.
Do a tour of the library, just random.
Right. Do like
Why
an,
are they recording
an
us?
audio tour of the library.
Oh, it's just-
running commentary and the homeless people.
Yeah,
wandering
we
around
can
in
meet
here.
all the random homeless people.
I
that
mean,
will
no,
come
but
up
the best
here.
part, right? Because you got to be quiet in a library. So it's
Right.
just like,
No, this is what it looks like.
Hey, you
oh, no, I guess
That's
that is a
kinda cool.
castle.
Like-
It's pretty much a castle. It's like a small. It's an
What
American
the
castle.
heck?
It's a small castle.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go as far as cool.
So
I
like,
think
we
it's
went there as a
cool.
family, and my mom didn't go up because she can't do heights. And Bo, you know Bo.
Yeah,
he's-
he'll run to the top in 2 seconds.
No, he couldn't do it. He
Really?
couldn't get up the stairs.
No way.
Yeah, he couldn't. I was up there, like, I was all over the place. This is the coolest place in the world, taking all kinds of looking down selfies and stuff with, like, rebar and castle behind me and dropping stuff on people.
Get over that.
But yeah, they could not make
yes.
it up.
Inside of this castle, all crime is legal.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
It's just a free for all.
people just spray painting their names on the castle in broad daylight.
Oh yeah.
It's Colorado, so who knows what they're spraying or what they're
Oh,
on.
boy.
It's just weed paint. It's like a scratch and sniff sticker, but it's like paint, right?
Scratch and sniff castle.
Yeah. So you just spray some
What
weed
got us
on
onto
the
this
wall.
topic?
with rebar.
Castle, heights, irrational fears.
Oh
That's
my
what it was.
gosh! Wow, that is quite the tangent.
I knew it.
Ryan,
I've
yeah,
been
when
Simon
secretly
Coast.
guiding this entire conversation. You
I
guys
feel
don't
like
realize,
you've talked
realize it.
almost less than me. You haven't talked a lot.
Don't bring that.
I
up.
have.
Don't
Ryan
bring.
talked a lot at the beginning.
Yeah.
don't-
That's true.
I was trying to
You
fill
can't
in
bring that to
conversation.
attention. Because
I
then
can,
don't do it.
well, we can edit it out.
Oh, I guess it's
Yeah,
true.
edit the rest of me
Yeah,
out,
make
please.
more work for me. Sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Insert cuss words here.
insert blankety blank.
Insert racism. No.
They do make like custom podcast specific insert racism.
They do make races. That's what I thought was you were gonna say.
They make races.
They make races.
Insert racism
I
here.
guess. Yeah.
That's so good.
Daniel's the one person out of us who's allowed to say that.
No,
Insert racism.
that's not. No.
I mean,
Kinda.
if you are
That's
of
not how
a
that
race,
works.
then people can be racist
Anyone can be
towards you.
racist.
That
Yeah.
is true.
I know, I'm not stupid.
Racism is E for everyone.
Dummy.
Racism doesn't exclude unless you're racist because you exclude. See
What?
What?
the beauty.
Let's go back to irrational fears. Anyways, or is that what we're talking about? Or I mean, we're 26 minutes into this.
I like the powers.
Okay.
idea. Well,
I
first of all, do y'all have any irrational fears?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, because like, I mean, there's like the common one, right? Like you're sitting in a dark room, or like you're in a dark room for like even like a few seconds. You're just like, I want out of here.
That's
I
not-
don't know what's in here with me. Even though the room was empty when you first walked in, you start imagining things. At least I do. Like I was the type of kid where like when you're like getting ready for bed, you're like, okay, I'm gonna turn off the lights now. Click, run. I was
Right.
one of
Sprint into
those
bed,
types
hiding
of
under the
people.
covers.
Yeah.
Yep, same.
Hope you fall asleep before the boogeyman finds you.
Because the covers are
Staring
going to
at
protect
the-
you from whatever's downstairs.
Right. Exactly.
Stare-
I also used to be like really afraid of like really loud noises, but then I became the really loud noise.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
say you got over
impressive.
that one.
Yeah, there's like a ride in like Silver Dollar City, the Fire in the Hole,
Oh yeah.
and there's a part where like near the end of the ride, they're like, you're like fire in the hole, and it's like poof, and like that part always freaked me out.
I remember that.
It was the darkness combined with loud noises. I was not a
Yeah.
fan of that.
Indoor
ride.
underground roller coaster.
Yeah, I mean now I just think it's boring, but when I was younger,
Yeah, for real. Like it was my favorite ride there as a kid. And then I went out this last time with my little sister. She was like grabbing on my arm, like so scared. She loved it when we got off, but during it she was so scared. And I got off, I was like, this is so boring.
I was also scared
Roller
of clowns
coasters
when I was
suck, man.
younger. But
Well,
like,
clowns are just dumb.
no, but like not for the reason
Clowns
you're
are just
probably
dumb.
expecting.
No offense to anybody who happens to listen who was once a clown or does clown work or whatever that looks like.
Yeah, we got a lot of clowns.
Clown
listening
work.
to
That
this.
sounds like a euphemism for something. Any- anyways,
Hey, son, you've been clowning around recently?
anyways, but yeah, clowns are they're
Oh,
not
but-
that funny.
Yeah, no,
It's
they-
just kind of
They're
weird.
just awkward. They're
Like,
awkward.
why
and-
is this man in makeup with weird hair
That's
looking at me
why
and
I was
dancing
scared
at
of
me?
them. I was scared of them because it was men wearing makeup, and I was like, "What is this?" like
Yeah,
when I was
wearing
younger,
makeup
I didn't
equals no.
understand it. I was like, "This is creepy. I don't like it."
Oh, you were scared only because it was guys wearing makeup?
Yes.
That
If
was
If it had
the
been
only
females
reason.
wearing
Not-
makeup, he would have been
Not the
fine.
makeup.
It was just guys, right? Like it wasn't that like could be like scary clowns. They'd be scary clowns, but I'd be just as scared as them as like normal balloon animal making clown. Like just because it was this dude in makeup that looked strange, I was like,
When I
It was
was, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I've
When
talked
I was-
enough.
When I was little, I was afraid of so many things. The only thing I could never understand people were afraid of was clowns.
Really?
That was the only thing. I'm
Do you like-
how
I
could
don't
you
get why
be-
people even.
I didn't like them. I'm like, they're weird, but I could
Yeah.
never be afraid of them. They just fell off of a bouncy ball, bro. They're stupid.
Yeah, I don't get why clowns were even popular. Like, what's fun about this? Again, this man dressed up in makeup coming to your house and like tossing balls around.
They come from jesters, right? Just like the
I
king's
guess,
jester.
but
I
what,
guess
what
so.
but what's fun about those?
Yeah,
The only fun
Jesters
part
are
about jesters
cool.
were that kings
Well,
could
like-
execute them on a command.
Or
That's
I mean,
true.
well, you could kind of imagine, right? Because jesters for the king is kind of like comedians for us nowadays. I'd imagine, because like it's not like they had like.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
Dave
but
Chappelle,
then,
what a jester.
Then why do we have clowns? Why can't I just have Seinfeld come to my backyard and
yeah,
talk to my
now
kid for a little
our modern
Do you
day
really want
clowns are comedians.
Seinfeld coming to
Yes.
your backyard? Okay.
I don't. I'm good, Mr. Seinfeld. Please
I've
stay out
never
of my
watched
yard.
Seinfeld.
I do not.
Neither have I.
I've never seen it.
Have you?
bit? Yes,
You have?
yes.
Why?
Pretty good.
Okay.
I've heard good things about it. I've also heard there's like some really stupid stuff.
Oh,
in
it's
there.
very stupid. But that's why I think it's funny.
Okay, just yeah, that's how a lot of shows are, honestly.
I can see you watching Seinfeld.
Yeah.
We would.
I would stick you for Seinfeld. I don't know if
My
that
dad's a
sense
Seinfeld
made
person,
sense.
and
yeah,
he got
yeah,
me.
that's
Your
hooked on
dad
it.
I
definitely.
can't. I
was
can't say
Seinfeld.
I'm surprised by that.
Yeah, that's not a bad.
My
thing.
dad
That's
looked like
very
Seinfeld.
accurate.
Yeah,
You
no,
guys
I-
are
I
saying
hate
that
your
like
dad.
it's horrible. Guilty for a second.
You revealed your father's true nature.
Get out! You're not allowed on this podcast anymore.
So we
Irrational fears, clowns,
clowns, darkness, unsecured heights. But I don't think that's very irrational.
That's not irrational. Same
No,
with the
like
dark
standing
thing.
on the
I don't
edge of
think
a
that's-
canyon, anybody should be scared of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
But
you're
like, I'm
then-
not scared of roller coasters because like you're secured.
Yeah,
Yes.
in theory.
In theory, I've never fallen
It's a
off
little
of
bit
one. yet.
disconcerting when you're like supposed to get on the ride and they turn it off and tell everybody just wait in line and they put like a giant stuffed monkey in the back seat and buckle it in and run it through to make sure no harm is done to the
What?
monkey. Has that not happened to you guys?
I've never
It's
No.
never happened to me.
No.
But
Yes,
I can,
it did.
It
we went to
did?
Silver City when you took me to Silver
No,
City.
I remember
like
us
5
going
years ago.
together, but I don't remember
It
them
was a
doing
rainy
that.
day. I went on Wildfire one time with you guys and couldn't take it, so I sat there while you guys went through the non-existent line 11 more times and went on the ride again. 11 times in an hour, they went through that line.
It was fun, man.
It's
Impressive.
crazy. But there was one time, I think it was either at the beginning or at the end, where they stopped the line, like nobody was getting on the ride. Put this giant human-sized stuffed Curious George
Oh my.
in the back seat, buckled it in, and ran it through the ride. And then they took it out to see if there's any damage to it.
Are you
Because if there was,
serious?
they couldn't let anybody on the ride. They knew something was wrong or something was off, so
Oh
they had to
my.
use this test dummy. It was just so funny to see, like, there's nobody on
That's
this ride.
awesome.
But this Curious George in the back seat just, you know.
Hey,
I want
put your hands in
to.
the
I want to see
air.
the like roller coaster snapshot of that.
Right. It's just the one monkey on the ride.
Yeah, that's
Monkey.
I don't remember that happening, but that's pretty.
There was a lot of
interesting.
that trip I blocked out.
I
There was
mean,
a lot that I enjoyed.
you
Don't get me wrong,
you
I'm very
couldn't
grateful
hold
they've
you
gone.
couldn't handle the roller coasters as well as you can now.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Roller
enough
coasters
of
are
The
boring.
lines are annoying, but
I mean, yeah.
I was 9 at the time, or 10, something
You
like that.
you it was young enough to where being scared of roller coasters it makes
Yeah, I
sense.
couldn't take powder keg.
Mm-hmm.
I
I remember
love-
we're going up, right? There's that ramp where it's just clack, 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 clack as you
Yeah.
go up. And Dale's sitting next to me just screaming, it only gets worse. And I'm just sobbing my brains out. Just like, get me off, I want to die.
I did
And
that
he's just
too.
cackling, going,
I'm
it only
so
gets
sorry.
worse. And I was like, you're not my friend anymore.
I'm sorry. Oh
No,
my
it's fine. We'll do stupid things. It's
Yeah.
9 and 10-year-olds.
Oh, stupid things we did when we were kids.
Oh,
Dude,
lots
I'm
of
just-
You guys
those.
are kids.
I'm a million. I'm actually
Coming up
18.
with these.
He's
You're a
actually
million.
I am 18.
I am.
You're not 18 yet.
I'm
Daniel's
almost.
not.
I'm
The
almost
deepest voice
19.
among us is not yet 18.
Among
Among
us.
Among us?
Oh gosh, yeah, we're still
Amongst us.
We're
also-
children at heart.
Amongst us.
Yeah.
Amongst us.
Nah,
Amidst us?
One man says among us, and 3 of them go among us. One of them being the dude who said it. We are definitely still children.
You a
It's
child.
not physically, mentally.
What idea did I just come up with?
Uh,
Stupid kids.
Stupid things we did
Yes.
as kids. Have you heard about the kid who wrote Santa and like threatened him with murder if he didn't get his Wii U back? Or whatever?
Don't tell his
You
parents.
did tell me that story, but
It's so funny, like crazy letters the kids wrote to Santa.
Oh my god.
One of these days, we just need to have Daniel read the gummy bear thing again.
oh my gosh,
Gummy
yeah.
bears?
That's an upcoming
the
episode.
sugar-free gummy
Yeah,
bear.
the sugar-free gummy bears.
Oh, Daniel's dramatic reading of the sugar-free gummy bears.
Gosh, that was hilarious. Those reviews
You
are
like animate it.
incredible.
Just have like
I
stick
guess I
figures
can.
running to the restroom.
Oh yeah, no,
it out.
probably.
Wait, you know how to do that?
I mean, well, he's like an
I
artist.
actually do have an animation app on my phone that I was planning on using. I just haven't gotten to it.
That's awesome.
What's the correct word for like an artist that's like in the like drawing and painting department? Because I mean,
Oh, yeah.
musicians.
An artist is someone who makes art, right?
Yeah,
When we think of art, we generally think of like paintings and stuff, but it also comes as like music and
Yeah.
like even like food, I guess. But
yeah.
Designers, probably.
designers,
Because when you say designers,
that
I think
implies
of,
more like when I think design, I think like product design or
Yeah.
interior design.
Well, I mean, that's what it is. It's just in a different form.
Mm.
So but I don't know how to-
recreational design.
I don't know how to specify it down to like, because we don't have just like artists really anymore.
Yeah.
Usually
I mean,
people do
they're-
that as like a side gig. Very rarely are you going to have people who are like artists
Full-time
that are
artists.
that are like selling their work and stuff. That just
Well,
doesn't really happen.
I still want to know like what's the correct term for like someone who draws, because like in 3rd grade, you know, all my friends and I were like, we're good drawers, and then I told my sister, she's like, what, you're filled with clothes? So, like, is there a term?
I don't.
Yeah, I guess I could look it
Yeah,
up.
look it up. Look it up.
Yeah.
This is not an area of
Do you guys want to guess?
knowledge.
Do you guys want to guess?
Oh, before I
Yes.
Google it. Before I Google it.
Oh, yeah.
Drawer.
Drawer.
Yeah, so
like a
drawer.
drawer.
We're gonna play.
Pronounced differently.
We're gonna
Drawer.
we're gonna play a quick
I
round.
am a very good drawer, and I am also very fast.
We're gonna play a quick round of a game.
my
I
dad
think
gave
it
my
would
sister-
just be artist.
like to play called Before I Google It. And so,
Before I Google it, first ever segment.
all right. So
Before
before
I
I Google it, what is the correct term for an artist who deals with drawing and painting?
I think it's just artist.
I think it depends on their medium. Like if they're like doing sketches, then they're a sketch artist. If they're like doing paintings, then they're a
Ooh.
painter.
I mean, yeah, but what covers all of them?
yeah, that's the
Artist.
Yeah,
The umbrella
exactly.
covers all of them.
But
Exactly.
that's also like too broad.
But well, the question is, how do we separate artists from like musical artists and everything?
Musical. The word musical.
Musician.
Yeah.
See, right, 'cause
But
that's
then why does
It
artist
should just be
like
musician.
just be artist? Yeah.
Musician and then artist.
See, I agree, but we're trying to dissect the English language, and that's
Yeah.
why we're failing because you can't.
Yeah,
Because,
no,
like,
the
English
got
language is
strange
stupid.
anatomy.
The
Quite
English language is
stupid.
so complicated.
It's so dumb.
For no reason.
Like we're so lucky. Think about it. We're
It's
so
not
lucky.
like it was
Like
designed this way. It evolved to this point
Yes.
of complication.
Yeah.
But
It's just
right,
amalgamation
so
of.
let's
imagine
get-
if we lived in another country and we had to learn this language.
Let's get some final answers. All right, Jacob, what is
Drawawerrrs.
Okay.
Drawawerrrs with 3 W's.
Andrew?
I'm gonna go paint. No, not painter. It's not necessarily paint.
Yeah, I feel like painter's already its own thing, so we can rule. It's
Yeah, but
just
painter's kind of like fits under this umbrella.
someone who
term we're talking about with.
draws.
Someone who draws.
Because someone who paints well is a painter. But
So like
what's
a sketch artist would be someone who draws.
okay? So do you want to change your answer of drawer?
No, I like
Never.
Drawawerrrs.
Okay.
Never.
So Jacob's saying
Drawer.
drawer. You're saying sketch
Sketch
artist.
artist. Yeah.
Probably something like Sketcher.
Sketch like the shoe.
Artist.
Yeah, that's kinda
Artist
sketch- I don't
that
know.
sketches. Artist.
All right. Are you guys ready for the reveal?
Well,
Drum roll.
I think it's sketch artist.
A drum roll
I
that
can
probably no
actually-
one can
Insert
hear.
drum roll sound clip here.
Oh, okay. A painter has to use paint to be called a painter, or rather, they can be defined by the medium they choose to work with. Hence, there is a proper term for them. A person who draws can draw with anything, on anything, or about. This is the wrong part. Hey, wait, give me a second. A quick freehand drawing, usually not intended as a finished work, is sometimes called a sketch. An artist who practices or works in technical drawing may be called a drafter, draftsman, or draughtsman.
This is technical.
wrong.
Though. We're talking recreational.
Oh.
I don't think it would be different.
No,
'Cause
because
if
if you're
you're-
like drawing
Oh,
blueprints
wait.
or like a
Okay.
patent sketch
Oh.
of something, that's different from like
Yeah.
sketching somebody's
Yeah,
face.
and I would understand that being a draft.
All right, so we got 10 words for a person who draws. Grammarhow.com. All right, so we got an artist. That's kind of lame. An illustrator. A
An illustrator's the word. Illustrator's the word.
and wait, there's a few
No,
more.
I think of like
Illustrator's
movies.
the
I think of,
A
like,
drawer,
Drawawerrrs.
Drawawerrrs.
a sketcher, a cartoonist, a manga artist, a caricaturist, a draughtsman, a creator, and a designer.
A creator.
Oh my god.
I guess
A
there
designer.
is.
That's the same thing as like strippers saying, "I'm an entertainer."
right.
So I
Yeah,
guess
sure.
the closest answer might just be
Drawawerrrs.
Hey, I said Sketcher.
Well, no, but the thing is,
That
right?
was one
'Cause
of
it's,
them.
it's looking like, because for musicians, the broad term is just you're a musician.
Well, yeah.
It doesn't matter if you're like a
A
sing-
musician.
Oh.
Have you not heard of that? Where you take a word that ends in like IAN or TION and you make everything enunciate so that it ends in Sean. Like an illustration or a musician or like a complication.
I think
or
you're
like
a moron.
Contustation.
More Shashan.
Right? You do yeah. You never heard of that?
No, I
Worcestershire.
haven't.
Oh, man.
Worcestershire Sean.
But nah,
Worcestershire sauce.
I guess it really depends on the style of art that you do that
Mhm.
determines what you're called. So that's pretty interesting. I never knew that.
I like Drawawerrrs. We'll just go
Yeah,
Drawawerrrs.
Drawawerrrs is the
I
new
think
word.
that is the winner.
So Daniel, Ryan is a Drawawerrrs.
Yes,
He's
he
a-
is.
He's a good Drawawerrrs.
No, I'm not.
Well, he's also.
Daniel, not Daniel. Your name is not Daniel.
I am
No,
Daniel.
It's not. Huh?
Don't confuse the audience further.
You're confusing me.
You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out.
I don't think I will.
Drawawerrrs.
Ah,
Yeah, no.
text message.
We
No,
were-
I lied. I
we
didn't
were
get a
going
text.
List off our random skills.
Just ran.
I can run really, really fast.
Oh, that's
My
a-
dad could be your dad.
You're not my friend anymore.
Me win, you win, your mom and you.
What?
So
I heard
we
it was
were-
me and your mom, and I'm concerned.
So we were
Me
going
when
to
you
talk
win,
about
you
like
win.
superpowers with drawbacks or something.
Yes.
Oh my! I forgot about that.
Man, this is the most disorganized, forgetful. It's
That's
fine.
okay. It's not
We weren't organized.
Powers with
to begin
Superback.
We kinda just
Okay.
walked
powers
into
with
it.
superbacks.
Shut up.
So have like one of us at a time come up with a superpower, and everybody else comes up with one. Like
I guess so.
Try to make it a unique superpower.
Okay,
if you
I've
can.
already got one in mind.
Alright.
I'm not sure how unique it is, but just I've played with this idea in my head before, right? I've
Oh,
thought
okay.
about like, what if you had a power and like normally if you saw someone do that, you'd be like, holy cow, you can do that, and they're like, yeah, and like even if it's like not
Yeah.
something like that, like not punching people through walls, not like seeing through walls, not flying through walls, not walls. You know, it's just something that a normal person could not do any way, shape, or form, not even close. And so I just thought, what if you had the ability to just summon an armchair? And it doesn't matter like if you want to sit in it.
I feel like that's an exception to something and not a superpower.
I don't know. That
But,
is
like,
awesome.
You can
If you
summon
saw-
anything you want,
But
No,
only arm.
but you're
No,
also getting an
no.
armchair with it. or
No,
something.
specifically, you can only summon an armchair,
Why?
right? So no, but the thing is, right? Think about this. You're walking down the street, right? Just picture it. Bright sunny day. You see this homeless guy, right? He's just chilling there. All of a sudden, boom! He's not just chilling
Armchair.
there. He's in an armchair.
Nah, he would be under an armchair because it wouldn't.
No.
If you're summoning an armchair,
You get to choose
you,
where
like,
it's- you get to-
decide where it goes.
Yeah, you can
or does it just
decide-
fall from the
I've
sky?
got a good-
So no,
I've
hang
got
on,
it.
wait. Let me finish this, right? Because right now it's a lame-looking superpower from the perspective that there are cooler superpowers, but there are no superpowers in this world. So if you saw a dude summon an armchair, would you not go?
I would
How
go.
did you
Wait, what did
just
I
do
just
that?"
drink?
No, I'm gonna go. That's a really good magician, and then I'm never gonna think about it ever again in my life.
I was like, he has a
Not
pop-up
musician,
chair under
magician.
the
No, I know.
homeless man.
No, okay. So
I
my
wonder what act he's doing.
like, so if I had that power, right? I'm standing right in front of you, and I'm just like, want to see a magic trick, and like you're like, sure. I'm just like, boom, armchair, and like just out of nowhere, it just appears. You would just say, wow, nice magic trick.
I'd be like,
Nice armchair.
I'm like, how did I not notice that before?
Would
Because
you-
I'm not believing
Okay, but,
that you
like,
have a
what if-
superpower that summons fucking armchairs.
Okay, wait, but like, what if I just pointed at a place and I was like, watch that location specifically, and then like 3, 2, 1, armchair, and boom, there's an armchair. And you could not say that you did not.
I'd be like,
notice that.
that's so cool. Can you do anything else?
What else can you summon?
Okay, but, like,
hungry.
right. Let me explain to you why
Can
I
you-
thought this power was kind of funny. Because like, imagine you're in a fight, and the other dude is standing away from you.
You have your arms raised. There's an armchair in the
No,
middle.
no. You're just like, they're like, all right, you ready to dance? And you're just like, are you? And they're like, what? And you just armchair right above them.
Are you?
Are you ready to armchair
And
dance
so
with me?
all of a sudden, that lame superpower, right? Because like there are no superpowers in this world, but the only superpower you can have is the ability to summon an armchair.
I will say this. You can make a really good business off of that.
That's true. Furniture store.
Furniture store.
Just in the
I've
back,
got
just
so-
spawning chairs endlessly.
Well,
Can you decide
could
like
you
what kind of
could you
armchair?
design the chair, or was it the same one every
The
single
exact
time?
same chair.
It's not gonna be like way more fancy than the last one, or way less fancy than the last
There's like
one.
a certain.
What if
Yeah.
it's like the more he uses the power, the more he exercises it, so like it gets better and better
Oh,
quality.
so like the
as he
first
uses
one
it?
is basically just a folding chair, and
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
one is like
Okay.
a throne made out of gold.
But even that would be a funny ability. You're just like you're in a fight with someone, right? And they're just like you're just like, hey, look at there, and like what? And you just summon a folding chair, bam, just hit him in the side
No,
of
or
the
you
head.
just distract him
You
with it. Hey,
summon
look
an-
over there. Spawns a chair, and then you run up and just
Just
sock
spawn
the
a
crap
chair
out of him.
on top of them. Like, I don't care if they're
Well,
Mike
if it's-
Tyson. That's
if
going to
it's-
affect them a little
if it's
bit.
the
How
folding
did you
chair
hit
won't do
Mike
anything.
Tyson
Wait, so
with
could
an
you-
armchair now? That sounds like fun.
That does
Would
not
you
sound-
run out of energy if you did it too much?
No.
So like you could just hypothetically like Iron Man beams just shoot armchairs.
Yes, I'm not. Well, no. You're not shooting them out of yourself. You are summoning them.
Yeah.
So you can have it appear that they're shooting out of your palms, but legitimately, all you're
just-
doing
yeah.
They're
is
just
like
falling
boom.
out of your palms because like you can't shoot
Yeah.
them.
You
They
know, like
just-
Cuphead
uh,
shooting.
It's a dumb
This is-
superpower, but like
What would the
Think about
exception be to that? That
I've got a good.
Okay,
I've got
I-
a good.
I've also
defect.
got one. Yeah.
there's just
Okay, you go.
literally there's no limitations to it. You just summon armchairs wherever,
but we
whenever
have to go with
you
an
want.
exception. Remember?
Well, so
No,
like
like
a
you guys
weakness.
will come up with weaknesses,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like the base idea, right? It's just because it's not incredibly overwhelming. You're not shooting lasers out of your eyes. You're not going through walls. You're not punching people through your walls. You're not walls. You are literally just summoning an armchair. All right,
so I've got a defect.
so make this terrible superpower suddenly so much more.
You can
terrible.
only summon it from like 20 feet above the ground.
That's not. Oh wait.
we summon one, and 5 seconds later, wham!
I got one much better. It makes it useless. 20 feet below the ground.
Or that.
You can't do anything.
Okay.
You
See,
just
but I
don't
want
even
this
know
to
you
be
have the
somewhat
superpower.
useful. I want something to happen.
You don't even know
So,
until you're like.
so if you did that, would there just be like a lump in the ground from
That's
where
like
it
the
spawned?
shape of an armchair.
Yeah.
You could
Dirt-shaped
knock over
lump
like a
in-
building with that.
Or like the only way you know you have that superpower
Well, no.
is like you're out in the ocean Just activated that noise, there's
And
a
it starts
chair
floating.
Okay, but like no, what I'm imagining is like with the one like 20 feet under the ground. I'm just imagining you think you're a really bad earthbender. You're just like boom, it's like a
What did you
mound
do?
of dirt rises up, just like look at that.
That would
Didn't
still
see
be
that
cool though,
coming.
like you
Some,
said.
like,
'cause
no,
there's
wouldn't.
Some
There's
arc-
no superpowers, and you can just cause a mound of dirt to appear.
I can see all of Kansas with this one simple trick.
some like architect in like 10,000 years. Like, why is there so many
Yeah,
chairs?
no.
and
Imagine if scientists discovered that there's like a random path of chairs, and they like triangulate it to your house.
Oh, that'd be hilarious. They're just
Wait,
Why is this here?
there's some strange cult going on.
There's like one old guy sitting there with like a million different rocking chairs on his porch.
Whatever, but like
Collectors.
with that one, right? You could like
Giant hole in his
accidentally like
backyard.
clog
Right.
sewers, kill homeless people. I don't know why they're
Why would
living
you wanna
20
kill homeless
feet
people?
underground.
you could.
I mean, you could.
Okay, no, but
You
what-
could also kill people who live in homes. Like,
Yeah, stand on top of the roof and then summon it from. Wait, so does it do 20 feet below where you're standing, or just the ground?
No, where you want it to
Where
be.
you want
I
it to
assume,
summon,
right?
Okay,
okay, I do have.
I think it
another-
has to be under the ground.
Wait,
I have another.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
That was just off of yours. But my thing was, it's a combination of the last 10 things that you saw.
oh,
So it could be a really, really uncomfortable armchair.
What if
Like-
you like?
Of like a pole,
So
concrete,
Jacob,
and a
I'm
car.
looking at you three right now. Would it be like an armchair made of you guys?
We'll say things because
and
that's
I can
horrible.
handle a laptop.
Wait,
Yeah.
no, wait, but by going off of that logic, I'd assume like you couldn't do anything organic because all of a sudden your superpower would be to
Yeah,
not only
let's say
clone
things, not living.
Yeah, because
Not
then you could clone and then horrible Nazi scientist fusion of humans experimentation. Boom!
Yeah, that's
you're an
why I said
arm
not
human.
that.
I like how your brain immediately goes Nazi with that.
Oh, it's just like because it's so messed up, right? This is
Right.
the amalgamation of living things that didn't ask to be like that. Like I meant.
So anyway,
Remember when this was just about summoning armchairs? All right, so what's your
just
job there?
about summoning
Oh, yeah.
chairs. Like
do
it
you
was
have?
that simple.
Do you have a defect?
I don't know. Like I'm having a hard time coming up with like that's already such
should-
a defective superpower in air quotes.
Okay, it's not a
Alright.
superpower. It's just a power.
But
Just
like,
the power.
imagine you got in a fight with this like random looking dude. You're just like, you insulted my mother. You'll pay for this, and suddenly, boom,
Armchair.
because there's an armchair on top of you.
Oh
you
man.
won't because you are an armchair.
An
No.
armchair.
One of those times when you're like spawning random armchairs, you just summon the like chair from Game of Thrones that's just made of swords.
Actually, you know, I
The
will
one from Knives Out.
I will
where
add
there's
some
knives
limitations.
embedded in it.
to the
That's good.
to the original power. I will add some limitations. You can only summon it where like if it's a spot you can see.
We should probably.
Because otherwise you
okay.
could just spawn it like boom, it's in Kenya.
We should probably move on a little bit because it is
Probably,
like
yeah.
6. We need to
Yeah.
Good idea.
wrap it up a little bit.
Unless someone else has another
next
superpower.
power. What I've always thought about is like when I'm walking in the hallway and I need to get somewhere, but I can see someone further ahead of me. I always wanted like I just want
Oh.
to switch places with them,
Yo.
just for like a second. So
Would
I
you
just like
like-
go, they're closer.
Would they have to like consent with it, or would it just
No, of
happen?
course
no.
Okay,
no.
cool.
If they're 20 feet ahead of me, I'd be like,
No,
Oops.
it's
I'm
actually-
falling off a cliff.
his
Oops.
superpower is akin to rape. No, he wouldn't need to get consent.
Cool.
Oh my goodness.
but yeah, like I think about that a lot more than I should.
Okay.
Would they like know? Would they be like, oh, I'm 20 feet farther back than I used to be? Or would
Yeah,
they be
like,
like,
if they don't
would they
notice
know
it,
it
maybe
was
if they're
you?
zoned out enough.
Would they know it was you then?
Well, if they looked at like where the last place, I'd imagine I'm in a crowd, so it's a little bit harder to see.
okay.
Yeah.
Be like, I thought I was ahead. Never mind.
Well, but the thing is, right? Like, if they're like, "Hey, you swap places with me. I'm gonna get you," and like, "Nope, no, you're never gonna get me."
no, I'm just gonna be like, no, I didn't. What are you talking about?
or that.
How are they gonna prove it?
That's true.
Oh, this video.
yeah.
Video camera.
I
I've
think
got
I've
a
got,
video.
I've got a good defect for this one.
Wait.
What?
Before you get to that, I just imagine you could kill people really easily with this, right? You
Yes.
go to the Grand Canyon, you jump off, you look at someone just like, "Hello."
What if I don't see them?
Oh, you make eye contact with them as you're falling.
Look them dead in the eye, and then all of a sudden you guys switch places. They're still
my-
doing in eye contact,
Yeah.
but they're
This
the
is
one
the next
falling.
Christopher Nolan movie in the planet right here.
All right.
Defect.
Also, could you like hold on? This is just another hypothetical.
Don't lick my
So like,
Your mic.
could you like jump off with someone, and if they're like slightly above you, could you like continuously switch places so that y'all?
Well, no, because you'd both still be falling.
Okay, that was a dumb question.
One of you
Shut
would
up.
hit the
The
ground.
thing is, you want to be the one on top, so you hit the ground, you have a little bit of cushioning.
See, this is where you just look back up to the platform and switch out with someone up there.
right. A defect
Was-
to that,
You can only switch with like your doppelganger.
right?
Oh. Well,
Do I have a doppelganger?
If you did,
What testifies as a doppelganger?
same hair color, eye color, and
I'm kind of-
skin color.
I
So
always
almost
kinda-
you?
Yes. So
We're just
anyone at Booker
icon-
T. No.
Yeah, Ryan, if you like stretched him out slightly more.
Let's say also
Put
like
him in a rack.
similar. I don't know,
I
like
don't-
height.
I always thought because I thought doppelganger was like someone who looked almost
Yeah,
exactly
like
you.
identical.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's
But then you wouldn't use it.
a
Yeah.
boring defect.
See, with
Yeah.
the
Because like, how many
armchair
Shut
people
up.
do you meet?
With the armchair superpower.
I'm
I
getting
think of a better
pretentious over it.
defect.
You swap. Okay, whoever you swap with, you only swap bodies.
The second you said okay, I was like, I know exactly what you're gonna say.
Yeah, no, you only swap bodies. That's it.
But I would just wear their clothes.
What if their clothes don't fit you?
You're just in like some girls like really tight fitting. You're just walking around. You can't bend your arms because you're too tall.
And short.
And like then they would know. Then they would
Then
know.
they would know. They're
who
like, why are my
switched.
clothes so baggy? My feet don't fit. These shoes are too
Exactly. Yeah. No.
Okay.
big. My defect is you can only switch with one person. Like you only switch with the same person once ever in your life. So,
Oh.
That's a good
so,
one.
like,
So you
it's one time use per person.
Oh.
Not you can only activate it once ever.
Oh.
But it's like a one time use per person. So you can only
Yeah.
switch that person with that person
Okay.
this one time.
So you could kill a lot of people.
That's true.
I'm glad that that's where your mind goes.
Look, when I think of lame superpowers, I always go, well, I want to see how they
Or
could use this in a fight.
Or I got another one. You can't switch back to
Well,
where you were before
why would you want to?
because of the clothes thing.
Well,
Are these
Not the
defects
worst thing.
stacked?
I don't think they are. In my mind, they weren't.
In my mind, they weren't now.
Okay.
'Cause
Well,
then
well.
you
Next power.
then you'd only be able to swap with your doppelganger, swap clothes with your doppelganger, and not be able to swap back with your doppelganger.
what about swapping items
Items?
that you see?
Like phone or
Uh,
keys.
I still think my defect was just funny.
What was I?
You,
Oh yeah, I
you
remember.
you only swap bodies.
That
What if
still
you can
applies to
only-
the items.
Yeah.
What if
you
you could
could-
doesn't work?
What if you could only do it when like no one else was looking?
What do you mean, like looking?
Like as in you're in their like main view. I guess if you're in the peripheral, it's fine.
Okay,
Of the person I'm trying to
That's-
swap with?
that's probably
Just
Or
everyone, anyone.
Everyone.
Ooh.
That'd make it a lot harder. That's like some assassination hitman game
yeah,
stuff.
No, actually, no.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because then you'd have to like
Oh,
figure
wait.
out how it would work.
But then you couldn't kill people by jumping off the Grand Canyon
Oh, I'm
because they'd
sorry,
be looking
Daniel.
at
I'm
you.
so sorry.
Oh, that's such a priority too. Like,
is.
The superpower's useless if you can't.
Hey,
kill
look over
people.
there, an
Or wait, no.
armchair.
Or
Bring it back.
that was a good call.
Look over there, an armchair.
Well, or maybe you could have like someone standing behind them with a gun, and you have that person fire the gun, and they like turn around just like, "Oh, I'm still alive," and like, "No, you're not."
I feel like the armchair guy and this guy would work really well to like eliminate the world.
Yeah.
They're the world's worst superheroes.
And then people,
Villains.
you know, scientists like statisticians.
Statistician.
People,
Statistically.
yeah, that one. So people would like find a connection between people falling off cliffs and armchairs.
Fun fact.
Like in like 100 years, or like trends in armchair appearances at the location of mysterious deaths.
So speaking of our favorite conspiracy theories,
I'd like to imagine that's kind of tied with like vending machines killing how many people per year. They just attribute it to armchair deaths. Like there was an armchair at
so
the
if you
time of
look in
death.
Tulsa County, Oklahoma, near this house, there seems to be a rapid increase in armchair-related deaths.
Armchair related deaths.
You see
That's an
furniture.
armchair death insurance.
How many people die annually due to armchairs?
Okay.
Probably single digits. I'd imagine.
I'm gonna guess about 0.7.
I don't know. Single digits
All
is still
right,
pretty
Andrew,
impressive for
I'm
something
go-
like this.
Do you have a bad superpower?
Bad, not bad. Kind of bad, I guess. The more like useless. So like
Armchair.
you can make time speed up around you, but you stay the same. So like you're just sitting there, and when you get bored, you can make it go from 2 o'clock to 5 o'clock around you, but you just sit there. So the time passes faster for you, but you just sit there the entire time.
Well, Mike. So immediately.
Explain this to me.
Immediately, my thought about this power, right, is so because we've been going to school, right? So you're sitting down. Would someone if someone's trying to, would they be like, "Hey, get out of my seat," but you just
no, you just can't move. You're just sitting there until you use up.
Oh.
Until you
Okay.
get wherever you're trying to get to go.
Would you age?
Like normal, yeah. You'd age 3 hours in 30 seconds or however.
Wait,
fast you're
so
doing it.
is it like
You sit there, and it's 2 p.m. and you decide you want it to be 5 p.m. So 3 hours pass, but to you it's 30 seconds.
okay?
But you
So
can't
the time
move.
speeds up for you, or it feels faster to your brain. Like it would be like if your brain shut off and then restarted back up again 3
Okay.
hours later for everybody else. But for you, it would be like 3 seconds.
Okay.
So you can't move during that
You
time.
can't
though.
move during that time. If somebody stabs you, you're dead during that time.
And if you piss yourself.
Also valid.
We can get back to this, but it does not say specifically armchairs, but some of these have to be
No
armchairs.
way.
Falling off a chair, although these falls probably happened while they were standing on them, or rather sitting. In 2014, 26 lives ended from people falling off chairs.
Like worldwide or just in the U.S.?
Oh my god.
I don't know. 10 things more likely to kill you than a shark.
That's
BS.
That's a small number, right?
BS.
But like we're only 4 people. Like imagine your closest friends, right?
6 times this room.
Ooh,
More than 6 times
Yes.
this room.
That's a lot of people dying because they were stupid. Like, oh my goodness. Or maybe they weren't stupid, you know? Maybe they were just looking at the
God,
Grand
this
Canyon and
This website's amazing. There's also falling out of bed.
Falls involving chairs caused more than 2,000 deaths between 1999 and 2010.
more than
Wha-
2. How did they make chairs
What?
back then?
In 1999?
Yeah, like why were their chairs so more dangerous or something? What
I
is
don't
this?
know. That's 11 years.
Okay.
2,000. That's crazy.
That is very crazy.
Man.
Alright. So we got to come up with defects.
Yeah, I
to
don't know.
work.
Mine's already pretty much a defect.
Well,
but-
okay.
You've got that power, but the snail that's like super intelligent and tries to kill people is a
I
thing.
love
That's
that
your
power.
defect. That's your
Yeah.
defect, is that
Yeah.
the snail exists.
I love that. The thing is so good.
You can only do
Oh,
it in
yeah.
a special chair or
Okay.
something. A special armchair.
No, I'm genuinely in my head. I'm trying to create like an Avengers scenario with our 3 superpowers.
All right,
yes,
so
please.
I've come up with a defect, right?
Okay.
Legitimately, you cannot move during that time. Any part of you, literally.
If somebody like
No.
pushes your chair over.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
You, so say for instance, you want to skip to like 2 hours from now. The state you are, the moment you have that thought, that exact state, you are frozen like that for 2 hours. If your eyes are open,
man.
your eyes are open
You can't
for 2
even
hours.
plan it because as soon as you think of it, it happens.
Yeah.
Oh,
and like,
man.
but the time passes instantly.
Yeah.
But not for
So that
your
means
body.
he has to choose like the time that he takes.
Right. So if you, I
first.
start thinking, I want 2 years to pass, boom, and I have like all this gross looking stubble. I'm just sitting
But
there.
the
in
thing
middle
is,
of
right, you're
nowhere.
gonna die from sleep deprivation in 2 years. You're gonna die from hunger.
That's
and
true.
Start
That's
hunger and
true.
hunger.
You'd have
and
to be really
starvation.
careful with it, or else you die as soon as you were born.
Yeah. Like, oh my god.
Well, as soon as you recognize the concept of
But
time,
I'm
I
also
guess.
talking like your lungs can't move, your heart can't beat, the blood in your veins will not move forward.
But that would mean I'm not gonna make this
Like
super
legitimately.
anatomical.
Like you want to skip ahead a minute, see if you can last a minute without your heart beating.
Oh.
But like, if
okay.
he's stopping those
Well-
functions, wouldn't just normal cell functions stop?
Okay, well, my
All-
thing is,
every-
they
You
would
would die
stop.
if you did for more than a certain amount of time. Then.
No. It would stop, but it'd just be like you're frozen in like a block of ice, though. It just more so. But like whenever you start back, you could fast forward 3,000 years as long as nothing happens to that spot you're standing. It's everything's just gonna start back up again in 3,000 years.
You know what I'm saying, right? Because for everyone else, right, time passes normally. It's
Yeah.
just for you, the time passes faster.
Yeah.
So everyone sees you. You stop blinking.
Yeah.
They're like, "Is he breathing? Is he breathing right now?" And for 3 hours, people are like, "Oh my gosh, he's dead. He's actually dead." And your 3 hours is up, and you're just dead because your heart wasn't beating, your blood was not moving, your lungs were not going in and out.
Ooh, that's another thing. What if like the blood? What if something happens to the blood? Like it evaporates, or
It congeals or something.
yeah.
But the thing is, it can't move. It can't. Nothing like it will not move. So it can't congeal. It can't escape your body.
So you're just stone.
yes.
And as long as nothing happens to you when that time frame is up,
You would die naturally.
everything would just start up again, basically.
Oh, if you did it for an amount of time that you could survive without oxygen in your lungs.
No, that's the thing. You can't survive. So you just die, and then whenever it starts up again, everything else in your body starts up again.
But you're dead. Like if you skip forward an hour, your heart
So then
hasn't been
but,
beating for an hour.
But that's the same thing. So if you stopped it for a millisecond, you're already dead within
No.
that millisecond. So nothing starts back up.
You could survive a millisecond.
Without your heart
It's no
beating?
more surviving.
I mean, think
The
about
second
it.
you
Maybe.
stop
You're
time, you
right. I
die.
think you could, but
You
I
could.
think it'd be
But
dodgy. I don't think anybody would use it if that kind of limitation.
Yeah, no,
was put
it's-
on it.
Yeah.
Who's
It
gonna
does-
use
it
an
does
armchair
completely
ability when
negate
you're
the-
swimming at 20 feet below the ground? You can't even see
Right.
it. You can mess with construction and city pipelines. You need to come up with a defect.
Like, why are the sewer
Sorry.
pipes clogged? There's a chair. in the middle of them.
I was looking at people falling off of chairs,
Yeah.
and I
He's
did not
looking
know
at the
power.
statistics. He's doing the important work.
Yeah.
People are just trying to figure out
Statistics.
why is there so much leather in the sewer system? What is this?
Why does my water taste like beef jerky?
Oh, it'd be really
What?
funny if you just wait. I wish one of you made the defect that you summon someone else's armchair.
You summon an armchair, but it's from somewhere else in the world. You don't just create one.
I know. I was gonna think, what if it's just like you have to make it so it's just an IKEA box with like a manual on it?
It's like, wait, let me.
Every time you use it, it becomes like more of the raw materials. So there comes a point where you're just summoning trees and like iron for the nails or something.
Oh,
That
but
could be good.
That could be
crazy
cool,
at
but,
that
like-
point.
Eventually, you're just making like oxygen and
Yeah.
Wait,
Right.
what if you just kept doing it until you got like the raw form of the universe?
God,
Just going
God.
Infinity stones.
From armchairs.
That's how Thanos got his start.
Yeah.
Right. I still like the idea of like you're just summoning one from somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like
That idea
you're
is really
just
good.
bored. You're out doing something on a summer afternoon. You just summon an armchair, and all of a sudden a Russian billionaire falls on the ground in his office.
Exactly.
guys.
Or an old guy tries to sit down and then, oops, there he goes.
Yeah.
That's how they die from falling off
Well, the
chairs.
other chairs
No.
aren't there. That's what it is.
Thanos could just do that. Like Thanos has that.
Yeah,
ability.
what if Thanos was just like the biggest jerk and all he did was remove chairs and any kind of seating arrangement?
Technically, he has all of the powers.
He
we've
removes all the
listed,
chairs
right?
and all the doors and all
Yeah.
the wheels from the universe.
All right,
He
so
makes wheels like an impossible concept.
Ryan, do you have a
Right.
terrible superpower?
I'm still thinking of
Nothing
one.
can be perfectly
All right,
circular.
while
I was-
he's thinking, come up with a defect for him.
I don't know what power is. I was not paying attention. I'll be honest.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's too complicated. I
Is-
should have got something better.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if you want to try to explain it.
Basically, his power, right? So, say for instance, he wants to skip forward an hour, right? So we still experience that hour. His body still experiences that hour. He himself, in his mind, only experiences in like a few seconds.
Okay.
It's kind of like speeding forward.
Maybe kind of like
Fast
speeding up the
forwarding.
perception of time.
Right. Right, because, well, for you, it's like, yeah, it'd be like
Okay.
everybody's, like nothing's happening. Or like you're immediately there. But for everybody else, it's just you. Or if you happen to be doing something, I guess you'd be moving really fast. But like,
Okay. So now I'm gonna change it a little bit. So you don't just stop moving. You still perceive that everything ended in like a second, but you go on autopilot. But any intrusive thought that your autopilot has, it cannot say no to.
What is that supposed to mean?
Any intrusive thought.
Any?
Any.
And you can't say no.
Your autopilot can't say no.
Oh gosh.
You could wake up in the middle of it.
Oh, okay. But I'm kind of imagining, right? So like you're like for a split second, like you're thinking, my butt's kind of itchy, and instantly your hand just like.
Oh, I gotta poop.
No, that's not. But that's only if you have the thought of pooping right then and there would it be an intrusive thought.
Oh gosh.
Not me saying I have to poop isn't an intrusive thought.
But it's just like, yeah, I kind of feel like I need to poo. It's just that.
No,
That
it's like
trigger it?
it's like what if I just pooped right now? that'd be weird. And it's like that's
what
that
if I
happened.
started
That happened,
singing a
okay.
song at full volume right now? And just, oh, man.
I kind of like. I think that defect is the funniest for this
Yep.
one. All right,
There's
Ryan, do you have your power yet?
I've got a bunch of basic ones, so I can't think of anything as
Well-
creative as shooting armchairs, right?
Creative.
That is very creative.
No, that's
okay?
creative.
That
That's-
is
that's
quite
good.
Okay.
creative.
just say one of the simple ones then.
Okay, so the two that I was thinking of that would be kind of stupid were you can read the future, but only if but you can't tell it to anyone.
Okay. You
Or-
read the future, but when you try to say it,
Wait,
with your
how
brain,
far
everything
ahead?
stops
Or
working.
but as soon as you try and tell someone, you just forget it.
Oh, no.
Like you have that feeling
can't
of
even,
you
like,
know what you're
write it
trying to
down.
say, but you just forget.
But okay, wait. Oh wait. So like you don't even get any words out before you forget it.
No.
Okay.
Like you can know it, but if you get the intent of I'm going to tell this to someone, you just can't.
Okay. But you know yourself.
Yes.
So you could win.
You could act on it. Yes.
You could win every fight you get into.
How?
Well, you're just like
I don't.
If it's it depends on like can you like how do you see it? Like can you stop?
I was just
Or-
thinking of it as like an intrusive thought almost. Like you can if you're trying to say like okay, I want to know what's going to happen an hour in the future, then it's like it just appears.
Okay. All right, I've got a defect for it.
Okay, go for it.
Defect this guy.
So whenever in time you're looking to, for like until you go to bed again, that's where your mind is. So like if you look forward to like the next day, you're like reacting to things that are happening in the next day. that
Oh, so
aren't
you're like
happening yet.
backed up.
Oh, that's great. You're like skipped forward.
Yeah, but your
Your body's
isn't.
now, and your mind is in the future. So you're like cooking dinner
Oh,
while
and
on your
you're like,
motorcycle.
Dude, so you would like reenact the future.
Yeah.
If people knew what your power was, you would reenact the future, and people would have to like guess like charades what the future is based on what you're doing.
That's amazing. Future charades. I love that.
Oh,
that's so
interesting.
funny. Future charades.
All right, I
Okay.
got my participation points.
Defect.
Yeah, give me a defect, Jacob, Andrew.
Trying. Thinking.
You too, Ryan.
We really do have an Avengers level threat here.
Yeah, no. So I'm thinking, yeah, we've got a little Avengers squad. I'm gonna draw this and make it as like the thumbnail of the first episode.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I just want to say, without any defects, I feel like yours or Jacob's is the best.
I don't know. Shooting
Chairs-
armchairs is pretty
Chairs is the
rad.
best.
Well, I
Sorry.
don't know.
Chairs
Without-
is objectively.
Well, I guess it kind of depends on what you're going against, right? Because if you're going
So,
against a terrorist force, I'm not sure how much
if
arm
we
tails are
had
gonna
a
help you.
team, right? I think
Bulletproof
you would
arm
be the
tails.
most offensive person out of us. Okay.
Just like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, no, that's what I said earlier. You've got the Cuphead shootings. Like
And
you snap.
get a chair. And you get a
If there is no, because if there is no limit to your power, then yours is the strongest.
It's just that, well, the limit is that it can only be somewhere you see, and I'm going to add, because this was already in my head, but I didn't say this out loud. You can't say, like, so I'm looking at the wall, there's an armchair, like, sticking, like, out of the
okay,
wall.
but you get on a plane, you look over a city, an ocean of armchairs appear. You could do that.
Armchairs
I
falling
guess-
from the sky.
I guess that is true.
Yeah.
Except Jacob, for like stealth, yours would be really good.
Oh, yeah. No,
For like
yours is-
stealth and assassination,
yours would be
that would be
amazing.
really good. 'Cause if you could
Yours,
see
I
someone
don't
through a
know.
We're
window-
getting bored. Mine would be amazing. You get a lecture, and you're like, oh,
for
lecture's
yours
over.
to be good, yours needs to be able to move back in time
No,
too
he's-
or something.
he's
just
But then
waiting
that
for
makes
the
my
fight to
power
be over.
obsolete.
Yeah. No, go over yours one more time. I'm still a little lost.
So I can basically, you can see the future, and it just kind of you look into the future with like your mind space, right?
Keep going.
what madness is this?
What
Why
the
do
heck?
we have a Beto?
The people listening aren't going to know what the heck is going on.
That's fine, they don't need to.
selfie
Good.
shenanigans.
Good.
Well,
All right.
that's when we'll
So,
post it on the.
I can
Instagram
see the
account.
future, right? But I can't tell it to anyone. Like I can't verbalize it or anything.
Oh,
to
right,
anyone.
right.
The only way I can share it, I guess, would be with the charades. So I kind of like that being a defect because that allows me to share it in a way.
Yeah.
Okay, how
let me
Hey,
think.
can I see the black one?
You're not black.
Almost got it.
Your mom.
My mom is definitely not black.
No, she's not. I've seen her.
I don't believe you.
Well, I think she's black.
As a matter of fact.
As a matter of fact, my mom is like
That had like
80% Irish.
That
so
had
whatever.
the like energy of like, well, I think Santa's real.
Well, I think Santa's real, and I'm really fast.
Oh,
so.
I think your mom's black. I don't care if you don't.
Just my opinion.
So
Your
what
mom's
if I?
black.
So what if I've never seen your mom? So
Okay, a defect to the future charades scenario.
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 Psychology.
dude, you could be the best Drawawerrrs. Drawawerrrs.
I guess yeah, I would see everything.
Drawawerrrs.
Could I look back in time with that power?
No.
No.
You have
to the future.
You have to act it out in reverse.
Oh
feel
yeah, I
like
like
your-
that.
I feel like your power, you should
There's-
have added like your body is just on autopilot during that
Mhm.
time.
It's like
That's what I-
homeostasis.
But
or
it's
whatever.
just like your mind.
Andrew, you need to add like a practical aspect of your power because without even defects, it's not even like an amazing power.
Yeah, like we
Yeah,
don't
it's
need
not.
It has
to
its
add
own
defects.
It is a defect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Like
didn't
if you
come up with a good one.
like
I could see it like if maybe you could go back in time or something, or if you could
Mhm.
like I don't know in a way.
or if you could like make everybody move slow around you, and it goes,
Or
and you
what
so
if,
you
like-
seem really fast.
So
to
what
them.
if you went back? You could go back in time, right? And you're here, but then you walk over here, and then you go forward in time, and then you've moved locations. So to everyone around you, it looks like you teleported.
Oh, okay.
Does that make
Wait.
sense?
So
Wait,
that's
wait,
your
wait,
freezing
wait. It
time.
made
That's
sense
what
and
that
then it
is.
didn't.
Yeah.
That's what freezing time is.
Basic. Well, not really, but kind of.
That's exactly what you described. What freezing
No.
time?
is that
No, freezing time is time stops. I'm saying he goes back in time. Everything's moving. He moves, and then he goes back, and then he goes back. So I guess
Wait,
that kind of is,
wait.
but there's like an added aspect.
So
of it.
More skipping time.
Yeah,
what you're
it's
saying
it's more
is-
skipping.
if he was in a room, if he was in a hallway of people and everyone's moving forward, he goes back in time. But while he's going back in time, he like moves around, and then when he goes back
Yes,
to present
it's kind
time,
of complicated.
he's there.
Yes.
Why would he move
like-
backwards in time and then like?
I don't know. I didn't think that far ahead. It's basically he's teleporting.
Okay.
I don't understand. I'm lost.
I give up
Nice
on
to
trying
meet you, Lost.
explain.
We're at 70 minutes, by the way.
All right, you guys need to come up with some defects for his power.
That's
Well,
For
he needs to come up
his-
with a better power.
Yeah.
Actually, no, yeah, because I don't.
yeah, no, yeah,
can,
mine's not very good.
We can move on.
Well, no, I think we need to smile because it's almost over.
Smile 'cause it's
It
almost
is,
over.
But-
smile. It's almost what?
It's not that time yet.
No, because he needs to finish up because it's almost over.
Oh, it is that.
So,
time.
so we had to synchronize. Okay, three. Okay, on three. 1, 2, 3. Smile.
Smile,
It's almost over. Okay, you
That
know,
was horrible.
in the
That
future,
was
what we need to
horrible.
do so like we know everyone else is initiating it. Someone needs to say smile in like the tone, and then everyone else says it's almost
Smile.
over.
I feel like we could just have someone just like miming, looking at a watch, just like, hey guys, you know what time it is? It's time to smile, because it's almost over.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
That's
that
why I'm
is-
saying smile is like the
It's
It is
almost
start.
getting
over.
more and more cringy, and I love it.
I know.
Cringes.
We're not afraid to do.
As long as you're for it.
Don't look at me like that, Daniel.
Don't
I'm
tempt
trying
him.
with a superpower that's not already a defect.
Mine was legit summoning chairs.
And I
don't know-
built a defect into my power.
I don't know why you guys are putting so much effort into yours.
Yeah,
Mine was
it's
literally
not.
just
Because
like,
yours
what
was
if you could
cool,
summon a
Daniel.
chair?
Yours was cool.
Imagine you saw a movie where a dude's superpower was to summon.
That wouldn't be a
chairs.
good movie, but like
Oh.
in real life, it would be cool.
Yeah, in real life.
I
it would-
just thought of a
Uh-oh.
superpower.
Okay.
Why did you wink at me when you said that?
You know what I'm talking. When you get really, really angry, you turn into a velociraptor.
Oh.
What?
That is the prompt of a movie.
Wait, that's just
Oh my-
legitimately
is
a
it?
power.
Is that?
Velocipaster?
Yeah, it's
I'm
what I
it's
did.
so bad.
Oh, it
It's
happens when he
so
gets
good.
angry.
Yeah, he gets
Yes.
I didn't
angry
know
and he
that,
turns into a
no.
velociraptor.
It's like the Hulk, but not.
It's like the Hulk, but
A passer and a velociraptor.
Yes.
But like, so does he get out of the velociraptor state by like becoming calm?
no, they never show how he unvelociraptors himself.
Oh, he's just.
Does he never, or does it never show?
It never shows.
Okay.
Like, it'll show him eating a bunch of people, and then scene cut, and it's the next day. They
Okay.
never explain.
I just
But
like
The
sounds
to.
transformation.
I'd like
back.
to imagine the velociraptor just stops being angry and just like, what am I doing? And then suddenly human just like, whoa.
It's so bad. That
What if it,
it's
like-
so bad? It's so funny though, because it's a T-Rex costume. It's not a
Yes, no, there's no special effects. There's literally
all
a hump on the
practical
back
effects.
where his head is that you can see. There's a
in the
visible
rubber
hump.
costume.
Yes.
It's all practical effects. There's no special anything.
that's
There's like a
beautiful.
point where at the beginning, so the reason he goes to China to become a velociraptor or to get the magical amulet to make him a velociraptor is because he gets disillusioned with his priesthood. And the reason he gets disillusioned with his priesthood is because his parents in their car get blown up in front of his church.
Oh, what?
And so he's
Okay.
like, "Oh no, crisis of faith. I'm going to China."
Yeah,
As
that is a
one
real
does.
crisis of faith.
Yeah, it is.
And so, at the scene where his parents' car explodes, there's no explosion. It's just a car, and then text that says "explosion."
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh
That's
my
how bad the
gosh.
movie is.
He sent me
This
some
movie
clips
came
of
out
it.
in
It's amazing.
2018.
Ah, do you remember when Sage was like, "Hey, we should watch"?
I was
this movie?"
hoping that I could
Yeah.
give it like the benefit of the doubt,
Honestly.
and it was just like a COVID project that someone made for fun, but no.
No.
I've seen better COVID projects.
You guys want to make a COVID project? I know COVID's kind of not really sort of over.
We should.
It's been over.
I think this is our COVID project.
This is probably our COVID
This is our
project.
COVID brainchild.
So, do you have a superpower that you didn't steal from
I
a
can-
hilarious movie?
No.
I
I like
can-
that one. You can turn a
I'm
velociraptor.
gonna make a. I'm gonna want to. I want to see how easy this is. I'm gonna make a superpower out of these. Out of this thing. This is a hat that I'm holding.
Oh, I forgot they can't. Yeah.
Can I say a defect of his power real quick?
I haven't even made the
Velociraptor
power.
one.
Oh,
No,
okay,
his.
never mind.
So you can do that, but you can only turn specific parts of your body into a velociraptor.
Oh, like no more than a quarter of your body can be velociraptor.
yeah, so like
at a
you can
time.
have like tiny arms, but the rest of you is normal.
Right, or you can just have like a gigantic head with big teeth, but the rest
Yes.
of your body's normal.
If you can even support it.
I have a different defect. Whatever you do as a velociraptor happens to you when you become a human.
Oh.
So if you
wow.
eat someone, there's just like way too much in your stomach There's just a human.
Like you have to bear with the results. I thought you meant like if you're a velociraptor and you go and eat somebody, when you become a human, a velociraptor comes and eats you.
Yeah. So yeah, if you bit someone's arm off, you turn back and
I almost like that more because that's so funny. It's like, why? What did I do?
What did I do? I don't remember.
Here it comes.
Oh man, that's
on
really
top of that,
good.
you lose consciousness when you become the velociraptor. So then when you turn back, you just have
Wait,
to
Jacob, you're
deal
gonna
with
make a
it.
superpower, right?
All right, I'm making a superpower right now. So this hat, you can change the weight of objects, which by itself is really cool,
yeah.
but only hats.
Bro.
Just make that guy's hat really heavy and breaks his neck. I
No,
mean, like
you don't
that's-
even have to make someone else's hat heavy. You could just wear a hat all the time. Whenever you're about to get into a scrape, you pull it off, just like, it's time. Just like, boom.
And all of a sudden, I have a 5-pound hat.
No. If you can change it to any weight.
Well, yeah. So what if say hypothetically that you
let's-
took the hat off and mid swing you changed the weight to like super heavy and then just change.
That
it?
sounds like a joint breaker.
Or you just
Yeah,
throw
exactly.
it. You throw it when it hits them, or it's getting really close to hitting them. You increase
Let's
the
say,
weight.
oh, how about this? You have to touch it. You have to be touching it.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Once
then
it
you
leaves
can-
your
yeah, just
hand,
do this. You
it
can
But that's
check-
no,
but it's
that
like
would break
50
your joints. You
No,
can't.
If it was 50 pounds, it wouldn't.
No, yeah, no, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
And also, if you're
if you're
like in the
flinging with the
swing
force
and then
of like
like,
a 5-ounce hat and it all suddenly becomes 50 pounds.
Yeah, like
but if it's in momentum, then it's probably not going to.
I know, but when you stop,
But then you change
That's
it back
just
before
gonna-
you
if you're wondering
stop.
what that was, that was
Oh,
my
that'd
that's,
take
that's my emergency.
That'd take a
fund.
lot of mental energy.
that
but
would
you
take
could do it.
Yeah, that would
Under
take a
the
lot of
table
practice.
over there.
Anyway, I think we need to wrap up because we got 2 minutes till we're supposed to be out of here.
It's fine. I'm already past my ticket thing for the
I
parking
probably am
garage,
too.
So,
So
yay.
I would kind of like to.
Yeah. Yep.
All
Let's
right.
wrap this up.
No offense to you,
Oh yeah,
podcast
what do we do for an
listeners.
outro?
We're at 76
We
minutes
just end it.
and 42
We
seconds.
say smiles over, almost over. And then we
Okay,
just
bye.
Bye-bye. Should we do like a maniacal laugh to like
My buddies.
If you're ever at the Grand Canyon,
and you
just
see a
be
man
very-
walking
be
towards
careful.
you.
Be sure to bring an
If
armchair.
you see a man wearing clothes that don't fit him, just watch out.
And next to him is a man who looks like he knows how to sit very well.
More importantly, if you see a monk in a water park.